Hey, hello, and welcome to the Ant-Man channel. It is Tuesday, the 18th of March, 2014, and I'm your host, Ant-Man. I'm really, stepping on toes today, if I guess you want to say. I'm really putting you on blast out there today because, you know, not just men in the church, but men in the world are acting crazy these days. I think everyone's losing their minds these days. But, anyways, I got an article in front of me called Clash Daily. It's from ClashDaily.com, and it is entitled "Unreal: Military Sexual Assault as an All-Time High," or it is at an all-time high. Most are male on male. Before I read this, I just want to say that the reason I pulled out this article is because with a couple of my friends nowadays, I'm seeing guys becoming more like they're doing kind of weird things. Like they get too little physical and they get a little too gay, in my opinion. And you know, not a homophobe at all. I think of it as sexual harassment. I think of it as you're not respecting me and my boundaries. If you're another man and you try to touch me, I don't even like guys touching me. I don't like anybody just touching me, okay? Because that's unless you're, we're in church and I'm praying at the altar or something and you come and put your hand on my shoulder, that's fine. But when you're just a guy and you're touching me, I don't like that. It makes me very nervous. It makes me feel like I'm gonna have to put you away or something, you know what I mean? And I don't want to do that. I don't want to ever hurt anybody. If I ever have to hurt anybody, it's because you made me hurt you, and I don't want to hurt you. I want to be a peaceful person. I want to be just kind of in harmony with everybody. But you got the tough guys out there that are sexually centered out there. Everything's about sex. Everything. That's all they can put their mind to. That's all they can talk about. That's all that they pursue is the sexual, the lust of the flesh. There is a raging epidemic of sexual assault in the U.S. military. That's sad. A report released by the U.S. Department of Defense says that an astounding 12,000 women serving in the U.S. military were sexually assaulted in 2012. This is a national disgrace, and any U.S. service member that rapes a woman deserves the death penalty, in my opinion. It has gotten so bad that a female service member serving in Afghanistan is more likely to be raped by a male service member than she is to be killed by the Taliban. But that is only half the story. Sexual assault against males is at an epidemic level in the U.S. military as well. In fact, according to the same report that I just mentioned, there was 14,000 sexual assaults against men serving in the U.S. military during 2012. That means that most of the sexual assaults in the military are actually male on male. The following is an excerpt from an article in the New York Times. According to the Department of Defense's Military Sexual Assault Report for 2012, an estimated 26,000 members of the United States military, both men and women, were sexually assaulted in that year. The Pentagon survey almost certainly underreports the scale of the issue. Of those sexual assaults, 53%, approximately 14,000 in 2012, were attacked on men. Or were attacks on men. The study also found that male service members are far less likely to report when they are attacked. And when a report is made, military authorities are far less likely to go after the perpetrator. These men, an estimated 13,900 last year alone, are far less likely than women to report an attack. Only 13% of reports last year were filed by men, military data show. But the disparities do not end there. The Sun found that when men do report a sexual assault, military authorities are less likely to identify a suspect. They refer changes to court-martial or to discharge the perpetrator than in cases in which the victim is a woman. Fortunately, after years of denial, this issue is starting to come to the forefront. Some prominent retired officers are even speaking out about this. I think, man, everything that I read about culture and how men and women behave these days, this is like my area, I guess you can say. This is my area of, I don't even want to say expertise because I'm nobody, you guys. But anyways, you guys need to understand something, man. The culture that you see is the reason why you're seeing all this stuff. The stupid gangbanger, MTV, devil worshipping, sexually immoral culture that you see out there, the violent culture out there. It's all of that, you guys. Because when you're listening to rap music and it's all centered on, degrading women and puffing yourself up and making money your god and all this stuff, you're gonna see this stuff, man. We're in a spiritual warfare, you guys. Whether you know it or not, you're in a fight right now. And you're not in the fight if you're not trying to understand what these things are. you are being attacked. You as a person are being attacked because all of these things, man, are geared toward you giving up your rights as a human being and being just a slave to this culture, man. And I, for one, I find I run into situations on a regular basis where a guy will say something disrespectful to me and I will respond to him in a way that will scare him because he didn't think that I was going to stand up to for myself. And for example, I have a tattoo on my left shin, on my lower left shin, and they're Japanese symbols. And somebody asked me the other day, "What does that mean? You're gay?" And I said, "No, it means I'm brutal and I'll kill you." And then he just looked at me and he was like, and he was kind of like, "Whoa." But it's like, yeah, dude, come on. You know what I mean? I don't take this kind of stuff from people, dude. And I see this is the male culture of talking down to one another, being a jerk and stuff like that. And you know what? You're gonna have a lot of hardship and strife, and you're gonna have a lot of fighting if you act like that. So don't be surprised if trouble follows you everywhere because you're acting like that. You know what I mean? I don't let men act like that toward me. I'm a Christian. I love people, but if you cross my line and you try to act tough with me and you try to posture up over me and talk down to me, it's gonna go down, man. You know, back in the days when I think about old America, the real America, America that is far gone now. Men, how they used to be in this great country that we are living in. If you call the guy's wife a whore, you're going outside and you're going to have a duel. Somebody's going to die. You know what I'm saying? If somebody is trying to tread on your rights, if one of these liberals ever got in your face and said, "You don't have a First Amendment right. Oh, you're treading on me?" You're going to die. That's how people used to be. Like, if you try to take my rights away from me, if you try to bully me, if you try to manipulate and intimidate me, I am going to kill you. That's how people used to be in this country. Now, you don't have the right to judge other people. You don't have the right to speak your mind. And it's a joke, you guys. This political correctness is poisoning your mind to just go along with anything that's going on in this country. You're just going to go along with it because you're being trained. It's called learned helplessness, and it's also called, in my honest opinion, it's sophisticated mind control. That you guys are giving up your rights because you just want to get along. Well, hey, look around, man. Do you not see what's going on in the world right now? How are you going to stand up to all of this if you're becoming a bunch of little chickens, man? For real. And I don't mean to be harsh on you guys, man. I just want you to see the truth, and I only do this because I want to share the truth with you guys. I know a lot of you guys hate me out there, but it's okay. I'm not doing this for popularity. If I was trying to be popular, I'd be talking about Justin Bieber or something stupid, you know what I mean? But I'm not doing this to be popular, you guys. I'm doing this because I'm like pleading with you. I feel like Jeremiah every day of my life. I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to say, look, you're gonna stub your toe, or you're gonna trip over this, and everybody says, "Shut up, conspiracy theorist! Shut up, fearmonger!" I'm just trying to warn you, my friend. I see reality for what it is, and you guys that are hooked up into the Matrix are gonna deny the truth because you want to live your life the way that you want to live it. You don't want to live life for what it is. You don't want to accept the truth for what it is. You just want to do whatever you want to do. And believe me, man, I understand that it's never going to be perfect in the world, but I want some of you to wake up. I want some of you to see that there is real people out there in the world, and not just a bunch of fairy idiots, dude. Like the gangbanger culture that I see is like, wow, that's the direction you guys are going in, man. You guys are going toward a Sodom and Gomorrah, really ugly type of civilization, man, where if you guys studied the French Revolution, if you guys studied the Reformation, you guys know that this stuff happens in history, and you're gonna be okay with it. You're gonna know how to confront it. You're gonna trust in God that He's gonna save you from all this, and you're not gonna be touched by this. And this requires faith. But I'm just saying, I know I say a lot of things that are harsh, man. But you guys, I'm gonna call it how I see it. And if you want to come after me, go ahead. Don't threaten me with a good time. I love martial arts. It's not who I am. I'm a Christian, but I'm into guns and I'm into fighting too. So hey, you know what I mean? I say this stuff to people in their face. You know what I mean? I see people waking up all the time nowadays, and You know, whether they don't like to hear it or not, I see a lot of people agreeing with me nowadays. And if you're sitting behind a keyboard and you just want to shout at me or call me names and stuff like that, that's fine, dude. You know what I mean? I don't really care. But it just shows that I'm either touching your conscience or that you're mad because, oh, the world's not just the Matrix? Oh, you mean it can't just be a little bubble that I'm living in? Nope, sorry. There's a God, and he's very angry, by the way. I don't really talk about that all the time. I'm more into like current events and stuff, but you guys, there's a God, and he is angry. And when he comes back and you're not saved, my friend, I'm going to be very, very afraid for you, but you're not going to believe me. So I'm not even going to, you know what I mean? Search these things out for yourself and see for yourself, my friend. Taste and see that the Lord is good. God bless you.